Today's e-mobility market is advancing at high speed. As more electric vehicle manufacturers enter the industry, time to market becomes increasingly critical. At the same time, the number and diversity of charging stations continues to grow. The key question is, how can we remain fast and cost-efficient as interoperability challenges increase? I'm Sophia, and together with my colleague Lukas, we will show you how our Conformance Test Suite helps to reduce testing expenses and accelerate development. While ISO 15118 defines the complex high-level communication between charging equipment and electric vehicles, it still leaves room for implementation interpretation. Conformance tests close this gap by ensuring that an implementation is fully compliant. Creating these tests means translating requirements from the standard and building a dedicated test framework, a process that can take months. Instead, you can leverage our Conformance Test Suite that has already been created and validated. We offer hundreds of pre-built tests from both the ISO 15118 standard and the established CharIN test catalog. The exact same tests run in the same tooling for both software in the loop and hardware in the loop. This reduces duplicate testing efforts and ensures consistent, comparable results. Additionally, this approach will facilitate the subsequent homologation process because the majority of issues will have been identified and resolved. Now, Lukas will show you our Conformance Test Suite.
Thank you, Sophia. Today I'll be using the software in the loop mode of the test suite. All conformance tests without hardware dependencies can be fully executed in SIL on any PC or virtual machine. This is AutomationDesk, our test development and automation tool. Here you can see the different charging standards that are supported and all the different tests, how they are organized. We have recently run a test in our CharIN test catalog. Let's look at the results. This report was generated by AutomationDesk, and we can see that 3 of the tests passed, 2 of the tests failed. The first test that failed is the pre-charge test. Let us look at the result of that one. Here you can see the definitions of the test in the Conformance Test catalog. And here we can see that the pre-charge request message was not received at least once. This can usually mean that the message was lost in transit or that the message has been delayed too long for the standard confirmation. Our Conformance Test Suite supports so-called user hooks. They are used to change settings in the electric vehicle testing device during the running of the test sequence. Let us look at one of them. We have recently activated a very slow pre-charge feature. This can cause missed timing in the pre-charge phase of the charging communication. Let us lower the impact that this can have by only allowing 100 milliseconds of calculation. When we now run this test case, AutomationDesk starts the simulation, uses the user hooks and other initialization features to set up the communication. Then it starts the communication, ends at the end of the communication, it evaluates all results and generates the report we saw earlier. Let us look at the new one with the hopefully successful test. AutomationDesk has finished running and evaluating the test. Here we can see that the new report was generated. The one test case we have run now was successful. It's the same pre-charge test that failed earlier. And here we can now see that all messages were received as expected and the timings were conformed to. During the night, we can run the full test suite in the test pipeline and confirm that all tests pass. giving us confidence that the implementation is now compliant. Now that the SIL tests are confirmed to be working, we are prepared to confidently continue with the next steps. This test environment can now be easily moved to the signal level or power level hill systems, which then test any hardware requirements. Now back to Sophia.
Thank you, Lukas, for presenting the Conformance Test Suite. As we have seen, by combining software-in-the-loop tests with ready-made conformance test suites, you reduce development time, lower cost, and accelerate your time to market and homologation. You gain confidence that your implementation will work across the diverse charging infrastructure. Let us help you get started with cost-efficient, streamlined conformance testing today.
dSPACE, your partner in simulation and validation.